Ladies and gentlemen, it is your sweet Zionist Prince Tal, the traveling clad, back here from the land of Israel, which was promised to me 3,000 years ago. Read it and weep, folks. New merch is coming out on thetravelingclad.com. We got a clip looking at Tommy Robinson confronting a recent convert to Islam. Let's take a look at this clip. And again, designs on thetravelingclad.com are going away. The new merch, or the old merch designs. New merch is coming in, so if you want to grab the old merch, get it now. Let's take a look.
Freedom of speech is gone. Stop pretending it. There is no freedom of speech. We live in a post-free speech era. But the problem is the goalposts keep changing. So some people celebrated when it was me losing my freedom of speech, yeah? When they were censoring me, or because I speak about Islam, but then they started censoring doctors, nurses, yeah, scientists. We're talking about COVID, we're talking about everything. So here's the Discover Islam Centre. So they're not going to be happy with...
Explain the significance of Discover Islam.
It's a charity shop that was opened in order to convert the town to Islam. Hey, bro.
Hello.
I'm all right, man. How are you?
How you doing?
The purpose of this shop is to convert the town to Islam. Okay. Right? That's right?
It's for dawah, yeah.
To convert to
dawah. Not to convert, to invite.
But before Tommy debates Islam with a recent convert, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video. In an age of media misinformation and media bias, it's time.
I want to give a quick shout out, by the way, before we continue, to this YouTube channel, Tyler Oliveira. I believe I have seen some of his content in the past. I think he does like these little documentaries and stuff.
White people.
But I think I've seen this one, the interview the most racist black people in America. I've seen that one. Go subscribe to him, obviously. Not that he needs the subs from us, but do it. Go spam him with some support from the Clats. Tell him, hey, the Clats sent you, or Clat sent you. Because we always like to support the channels that we are doing reactions to. And let's keep, the link will be in the description of his content, by the way. And let's continue.
And the man who opened this centre, the first manager was called Yusuf Bonner, and he said he actually had to resign because I exposed who he was before they opened the shop. This was funded by Ira, Abdul Rahim Green, so the people behind this centre are radicals who believe in punishment for adultery, all these sorts of things.
What are your thoughts on that?
No, it's not true.
That is 100% true. Was you when this centre opened and the council opened it, I looked into everyone behind it and I done an expose, and the manager had to resign before the day it opened.
Well, I don't know too much. I've only been working here like a few months, to be fair.
Okay.
When did you convert, bro?
Me, a year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah.
How do you like Islam thus far?
It's peace. It's peaceful. Like, it makes me feel like I can show the world the true me. And it's the true religion, really.
Can we get the Quran? Have you got the Quran? Can I touch it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure, yeah.
Why couldn't you touch it?
Because I'm not clean.
I see.
If you can look at verse 65. So this, as for such of your women as despair of menstruation, if you're in doubt, their period of waiting shall be 3 months, along with those who have it not. And for those with child, their period shall be till they bring out their burden. And whoever, what's that mean?
Me, I don't know. Like I said, I've only been
that talks
like
about divorcing prepubescent children.
I'm still doing my research myself.
I'm still doing it. Okay, so if you're new, I'm not here to.
Yeah, sorry. I guess
my problem? So not to put you in an awkward position, yeah. Because my problem is that verse talks about divorcing prepubescent children. That's what that verse is about. Yeah. So Muhammad married Aisha when she was how old?
That we do not know fully yet.
Know. We know from Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, the two of the leading world hadiths. So how old was Muhammad then when he married Aisha? How old was Aisha?
Aisha was probably about between 9 and 11, I would say.
No, she was 6. So Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim are two of the most recognised. The problem is, it's great if you think she was older. That's still a bit strange at 9, 11. But it's great if you think she was a lot older. But the problem is, Sahih Bukhari is authentic. There's 5 leading authentic hadiths, and they state that she was 6 years old, and he raped her when she was 9. They'll say marriage, yeah?
Got it. Would you date an 11-year-old?
No, obviously not.
So do you believe Muhammad was perfect?
Yeah.
But Muhammad, you just said married.
Oh, God.
Because things were different back then.
Listen, by the way, okay, I just want to make a quick clarification before we continue. I love Tommy Robinson. I love the stuff he does. Not a huge fan of this stuff unless it's coming, unless they start doing, which Muslims do often, don't get me wrong. They do the whole Jeffrey Epstein, pedophiles. I'm like, that's when I'll bring in the questionable history of Muhammad's wives and his underage wives. Until then, I reserve the right to try to respect their prophet as much as possible. I get that Tommy doesn't have to do, nobody has to do what I do. I just think this attack in trying to claim that Muhammad was a pedophile, it's a really hard road to go down because there's zero compassion there. And I get where he's coming from. I'm just not a huge fan of it personally. If you see me laughing, it's because I do find it entertaining. having to see Muslims, especially Muslims who are not prepared, have to kind of scramble to come up with an excuse for pedophilia. It's funny to me. I find it entertaining, even though I have to say myself, I don't like co-sign this strategy of trying to, because it puts a person in such a defensive position where they don't really want to engage properly with you, and then they just end up throwing you out. But I get where Tommy's coming from with this. I really do get it. I'm just not a big fan of it myself.
So he wasn't perfect in this modern time.
But if you look back in the history, like even kings of England, they married
Richard
younger.
Lionheart had an 11-year-old wife.
Yeah.
But we don't think Richard Lionheart's perfect. We don't want to build this whole country based on what Richard Lionheart lived his life as, whereas you
That's
want
a good argument.
this country to be on what Muhammad lived, yeah?
Me, like I said, I'm still new in it. I'm still new to Islam, like, so...
My point was that this shop has been opened by my council to convert everyone to Islam. And unfortunately, look, you've got a revert here. You'd call yourself a revert. I'd say a convert who doesn't actually know anything about Islam.
Do you think that's true?
No, I do know a little bit, but obviously I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Student.
So you're a student, but you're not allowed to leave Islam now.
What would happen if you left Islam?
What would happen if you left Islam?
Nothing.
So Muslims should be free to convert to Christianity.
A lot of them are, to be fair.
Should they be free to convert to Christianity?
If that's what they want to do, yeah, of course.
So Muhammad says they have to be killed. Idolaters must be killed. Mate, if you want, I can teach you on Islam, so then you can undress like this and come back to our side and enjoy your freedom. Put you in, and
I made the choice to come to Islam.
So if you don't think that was heavenly like Allah has sent someone to marry a child and have sex with her when she was 9, is that perfect? Come on, bruv, is it perfect?
That one I have to go to no comment.
You have to go no comment. So your point is, you know it's not perfect. So what you've joined is you've joined. You're a Luton boy.
Yeah.
What school do you go to?
Ashcroft.
So you're from up Stopsley?
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. How old are you?
31.
31. See how the town's changed? See, the town's changed because you ain't got an identity, bruv. Because your identity, you're a young English man. You should be proud of who you are, not searching for this. And the reason that this is strong is because Islam has a strong sense of identity, and we've lost our identity, and we've lost our community, and Islam gives them this. Go to verse 424. Yeah?
He's got a verse.
424. And all the married women are forbidden except those captives whom your right hand possesses. It is a degree of Allah for you, lawful to you are all beyond those mentioned, so that you seek them from your wealth and an honest wedlock, not debauchery. And those of whom you seek by marrying them, give to them. So all of them who are captive, this is the verse, there's 4 verses that tell Muslims clearly that outside of their 4 wives, they can take non-Muslim women, our daughters, as sexual slaves. That's why I have a problem. Bro, I embrace you to leave Islam. Okay? Come back, man.
Okay, Tommy, question for you. Let's say you have a Bible verse that says, stone the gays or something like that, Sodom and Gomorrah. Would there be an argument to be had that you shouldn't?
The Bible verse is stories put together. This is the exact word of Muhammad, and it must be taught. And there's no messing with this. This can't be changed. Muhammad was perfect. As I said, Muhammad was perfect. Was he perfect? Married a 6-year-old? No. Murdered. Do you know how he met his wife Sophia? Now look into it, bruv, because he beheaded her husband and he beheaded 600 of the tribe. And the night of beheading her husband, he married her.
And where's that information?
That is in Ibn Ishaq's biography of Muhammad. Again, the most recognised biography of Muhammad you'll ever get in the world, written by the biggest scholar in the world, Ibn Ishaq. And in there it says in black and white, the tribe, the Cayuba tribe, surrendered. He beheaded 600 of them in one day, and then that night he took Sophia as his wife. Now what Muslims say is he saved her from a life of rape. But he raped her that night, bruv. That's no perfect man. Anyway, I'll let you go.
Now, after having this chat, Tommy and I dipped as we were concerned the local gangs might pull up and jump us given who Tommy was. But one of the journalists trailing us stayed behind and asked this guy why he converted in the first place.
So basically the reasons were because my dad actually follows Tommy Robertson. And him hating Islam so much got me interested in Islam to find out why they hate Islam so much. Sorry. Yeah, Tommy's just turned up to the centre, bro. Nah, he's just jumping in his car now, but he's made the video. Sorry. Yeah.
He doesn't know who he is, he doesn't know where he's come from. That is our entire next generation. Our entire next generation don't know who they are. They've been beaten down so much, abused so much, made to feel worthless, made to feel ashamed of who they are. Now, when Muslims are telling us openly, the reason I'm doing this is because the book says this, we have to take them seriously and we have to look and explore what are the teachings of Islam? What does Muhammad say? Who is Muhammad? You see, when I started looking, he doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know anything about Muhammad.
Put him on the spot.
Guys, this was 10 months ago. Wow. Please, what an incredible video. If you haven't watched it, I'm definitely going to go watch the whole thing. I haven't watched the whole thing. This is me just seeing a clip that was sent to me. Please go subscribe to Tyler Oliveira. Unbelievable content here with Tommy Robinson. Obviously, Tommy is the king, and we appreciate the work that he does so much. And again, I can also not co-sign everything that the guy does. Yeah, me appreciating the work that he does doesn't mean that I co-sign every single thing that he does. All of us have our different way of going about this, yeah? I have a friend, his name is Jewish Dawa, Inon Dan Kehati. His YouTube channel is here if you guys want to check it out on YouTube. Just take a look at Jewish Dawa or on Instagram. He's a close friend. And he has a totally different dogma when it comes to dealing with Islam. Both of us who align more closely, we can both appreciate the work that Tommy Robinson does without outright co-signing everything that he does. Okay, there needs to be in this world, in this life, we have to have nuance in these conversations, and you can't just throw out blanket statements. I believe that there is a way to find reform in Islam because I've met so many Muslims around the world that come from different branches, like in Albania, Bektashi Muslims, or Sufi Muslims from India and Iran and Turkey, or Ahmadi Muslims from Israel, or Alawis, Shia, a bunch of different Shia groups that are non-violent, that are oppressed. I think that there's a lot of cooperation, coexistence that can happen with different Muslim groups, but it requires reform. It requires, like all of us, to either turn a blind eye or acknowledge some of the things that are in our different holy books that we don't want to necessarily practice today. And it doesn't mean we need to disavow them. It just means we don't agree with how they were done back then, and we believe that there should be a new path forward for the future. And every single religion has gone through this movement. Every single one. Islam is the only one that refuses to... I'm not saying even Islam, but some Muslim groups are the ones that refuse to reform in any way, shape, or form and tell their followers, especially young people like him who just converted to the religion, that you should maybe disavow pedophilia openly. Because in mainstream Islamic circles, that it's questionable. Like in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, there's huge problems with pedophilia. It's an ongoing issue, and a problem is that the inspiration for it comes from the Quran. So there needs to be nuance in this conversation. Like I say this in almost every video where I have debates about this. In my desk, I have my Torah, and right next to it, I have my Quran. I do have, and I've read the Quran twice. I haven't even finished reading the Torah properly. I mean, I've read it throughout my life many times, but I can't remember everything. I would say I may have even a better knowledge of the Quran at the moment than I do of the Torah. Maybe that's not true. The Torah is just so big. The Quran's not as big. The Quran, I've read it twice. I don't have as much of an issue with the things inside of it than I do in the practitioners' interpretations of it. I think that the Quran, there's a pathway to find a way to live alongside it, along the practitioners of their religion. I really believe in that. But again, utmost respect for Tommy Robinson, the work he does. And I'll see you guys in the next one. New merch drop is coming very soon on thetravelingclad.com. If you want to show the world that this was promised to you 3,000 years ago, don't be ashamed, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to embrace the memes. It's coming out on travelingclad.com. Prices are going up and merch is going away. So whatever is on there right now is pretty much going to probably go away forever. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Clads. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclad.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.